All right, y'all. This is a quick one. Should you marry somebody or should you date somebody outside of your race? Meaning, if you black, should you only date black people? If you white, should you only date white people? Well, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Everybody started off that way because nobody wanted to mix their blood. I think it was pretty much pushed in the biblical terms to not do that, to not mix your blood with somebody else. But just as Moses had to adjust to the reality of the circumstances. I think we have to adjust our thinking, and instead of looking for people that are just marrying or having relationships with people just because they're of the same race, I think most people will do this anyway, but I think where there's a problem at is when you exclude somebody of the same race, and that is something that you know people go, why would you exclude this person? Obviously, there's some type of trauma there, right? But I think, in my opinion, life is too short to worry about what other people think. And if you want to marry somebody or you want to be in a relationship with somebody, I mean, the skin color may attract you, but ultimately it's going to be the character of the person that's going to be your saving grace. If you want people to, all right, if you want people to recognize and look at you and appreciate what you're doing with your life, you're going to have to take some chances out here, man. There's no safe ground to stand on. But you got to recognize when you do good, it's going to be haters. When you do bad, it's going to be haters. So don't let your mind about what you do be around what other people think about you. Try to do the right thing. But I only want to date black men. Okay, then only date black men. You see, you have a right to your preference. I only want to date white men. You have a right to your preference. It's when your preference is based on erroneous ideologies that you're not going to be able to make. See, you're talking to somebody who knows about long-term relationships, okay? And it's hard enough to maintain relationships that start out right, let alone relationships that start out with, I'm going to date this person of this race because I can't find black men that'll treat me right. Or vice versa. I can't find white men that'll treat me right. So I'm only going to date black men. I think when you start out a long-term relationship like that, I think that's very bad because you're not looking at yourself. Why are all these relationships that you're getting into not working out? Well, who's the common denominator? Right? I think you should date who you want to date. I'm just talking. You're going to do what you want to do out there. But I think you should think about what makes you happy. Because limiting yourself to a race of people, and not figuring out why you're having such problems with this race. Why move on to the next race when you're not even finding out what's going on with you? Why are you having all these problems? Is it a vetting problem? Which I would say 99% of the time it's a vetting problem. It's a problem where you are not selecting properly. Then I would say it could be a mental issue with you. It could be a mental issue with you. So I would say 90-10. Probably 10% of the time it's a mental issue. It's got something going on with you that has you picking these people that are causing you issues all the time. So you pick bad black men thinking you're going to hop the fence and go and date white men. And you think, man, if I date white men, they're going to have more patience with my issues. But that's all that's going to happen. They might have a little more patience because of the nuance of the relationship, being in an interracial relationship. They might have a little more patience for your nonsense. But once they figure out what's going on, they're going to be out of there too. That's what I'm saying. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want a long-term relationship? Or do you want to just say, hey, I bagged a white boy, I bagged a white girl, I bagged a black dude, I bagged a black chick? What do you really want? I'm not here to tell you who to date. Date who you want to date. Just make sure you're dating the person for the right reasons. And the right reason is they are trying to help you progress in a constructive manner. And that's their intention, is to help you be a better person in a constructive manner. That should be the baseline for why you're doing what you're doing. Besides, you find them sexually attractive. But besides that, the other baseline should be, so you can't just go off of sexual attraction. You can't just go off of sexual attraction no more, man. That's getting us in the mid. We having all these unwanted children and these bad breakups because we're trying to make a relationship around sexual attraction, and it's not working. Can't make a long-term relationship just off of sexual attraction. After you get tired of sexual attraction, you're going to get to go be with somebody else who's got a higher sexual attraction, right? That's why it's very important to know what somebody's motives are for why they're doing what they're doing. Because you got a person that's out here and they're trying to have a relationship with you. Why are they trying to have a relationship with you? What are their reasons for doing that? Are they good reasons? Are they sustainable reasons? Does they make sense? We got to think about these things. All right? Should you date out of your race? That's a question for you to answer. That's a question for you to answer. How will your parents see you? How will your family reject you? Is your family's rejection worth a good person that may be better than somebody of your own race to treating you? How will you, as a white man, how will your family take you dating a black woman or trying to be in a long-term relationship? How will they look at that? These are very serious concerns for people, and people take it lightly, and it's a serious concern. One of the most biggest choices you can make is a mate, choosing somebody to have casual sex with, because at any time that casual sex could turn into a conception of a child, and now you got a real serious issue to deal with, right? A real serious issue. So for you guys that feel like for some reason, there's no good reason to go to strap up, I don't know what you're doing out there. You must be out of your mind. The magic child support fairy is going to come down and take care of these children. They're not. These children looking for you to take care of them. Anyway, should you date outside of your race? Yes or no? For you to decide. What you should do is date people that you think are good people vet them properly, and try to pick the best one that you're the most attracted to out of what's left on the table. If you do that, your results will improve. The amount of casual sex you will have will go down, but your results will improve. And that's the situation. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. Peace.